What's going on, everybody? Here, Tom here, and today I'm going to be talking about something that's probably a bit of a controversial topic, but I think it's something that should be talked about. So, recently, me and my friends have been talking about Zenyatta, and I'm sure many of you have been talking about Zenyatta because Zenyatta has been compared to Illari because they're very similar. Illari has her pylon, and she can attack while pylon is up, and Zenyatta, while his Orb of Harmony is on somebody, he can also attack, and they have very similar abilities and stuff. And so my friend has been saying, since Ilaria is out, there's literally no point to play Zenyatta anymore. Now, I'm not saying that's 100% accurate and true, but it's been talked about. So I kind of just want to talk about, is Zenyatta useless? Like, is he useless now? And this is more of an opinion thing, but there is some fact and truth to it too, so let's go ahead and get into it. So first I want to talk about the damage that they do. Now, on the Overwatch fandom, according to the Overwatch fandom page, it may be a bit inaccurate because it seems like Illari does more damage than they say she does, but Zenyatta does about 74 damage, base damage, without his Orb of Discord, and then he does 95 with his Orb of Discord. So... and then Illari does 75 per max charge shot, which I think it's more because I'll just show you. So I'll be comparing headshots mainly. So it takes 2 headshots with the Orb Discord. It takes 3 headshots without Orb Discord. And then we can spare body shots too. So 5 without Orb Discord. 4 with Orb Discord. And so then with Illari, we'll be doing headshots first. So headshots, it takes 2 charge shots. So that's already better, even, that's as good as Zenyatta with his Orb Discord. That's already better than Zenyatta. Like, she doesn't even have an ability, besides like her ultimate, making you deal more damage, technically. She already, does more damage without something like the Orb Discord on headshots. And then it takes 3 shots, which it takes Zen 4 shots even with the Orb Discord on body shots. So the damage is already better than Zenyatta. And of course we can't compare damage without compare healing. So according to the Overwatch fandom, which it might be accurate, might be not, but Zenyatta does 30 healing per second, and Illari's pylon, which I'm gonna say is equal to the Orb of Harmony, does 35. I think 35.2, something like that per second, if I'm remembering correctly. No, 37.5, sorry. It's 37.5 healing per second, which is better than Zenyatta's healing too. And then with your ultimate, you've pretty much got an Orb of Discord. I mean, after a certain amount, enemies explode, and it's better when they're grouped up, of course. But it's pretty much like an Orb of Discord, if not better. Now, one, it's different because one's an ability and one is an ultimate, but still, she does a lot of things that Zenyatta does, but even better. And so that begs the question, is Zenyatta useless now? Now, to me, I don't think that he is completely useless, but the fact is, many of these support heroes, that either have come out recently or that have just been balanced and just buffed, just kind of make playing Zenyatta just not optimal. Like, I was playing Zenyatta a few minutes ago, and it just doesn't feel great. It doesn't feel as good as the other heroes play, I mean, not only has Zenyatta not really been buffed or anything, or even nerfed, really, for that fact, in a while, but, there's many heroes that you think if they have a free getaway ticket. I mean, even Illari, she has a free getaway ticket. She has this. She has the pushback thing where she can not only push back enemies and kill and potentially kill them, but that's basically a getaway ticket, getting away from enemies. And pretty much any support hero you can think of has a free getaway ticket. Even Mercy, she can fly to other heroes to get away. Moira, I mean, she has pretty much 2 getaway tickets. Moira can use her fade and get away, and then she can also use her healing orb and heal herself to get away. And kind of the same with Kiriko. She can teleport to teammates, and she has her Suzu, pretty much 2 getaway tickets. Even Brigitte, she can use her shield bash to get away. And Baptiste, he can use his boost to get high in the air to where he can at least confuse your enemies a little bit. Plus, he can heal himself with his regeneration. Plus, he has his immortality field. Lucio, Lucio can wall run and get away, and he can even use a speed boost and use amp it up with it and get away pretty fast if he's in trouble. The only one that like doesn't necessarily have a free getaway ticket is Ana. Now, Ana, still has her sleep, and she can still heal herself a bit with her nade. And of course, Lifelever has a few getaway things. He has the flower, he can stay on the flower. Then once you're on the flower, you can jump into your dash, get away. And not only that, but if you need assistance, you can also like bring your tank towards you or whatever. If you need assistance in the back and you're getting backlined, you can also pull somebody and get somebody to help you if you're getting backlined and getting in danger. So then you look over here at Zenyatta. What getaway tickets does he have? He doesn't really have any. The only thing that he can do really is if he's cornered, the only thing he can do is put Discord Orb on and hope that you can shoot and kick them away and kill them. You don't have anything like that. And I'm not saying that like it's okay for all the supports to have a getaway ticket, that's just the whole other topic, but the point is they do. I don't make the characters, I'm not saying it's good or bad, but the other heroes have these free getaway tickets, and Kiriko is probably one of the most, and Moira are the most getaway tickets you can get. They both have 2 ways they can get away. Baptiste even has 2. I mean, and Lifelever has multiple, like I said. And when you compare Zenyatta to the other ones, he's very vulnerable. I mean, even recently, Lifelever got some pretty good buffs. I mean, his tree does more healing and stuff, but he also got some shield. He got some shield along with his health, and that helps him a bit. I mean, I'm not saying Zenyatta needs more shield. He has 150 shield and 50 health. But the point is, he does not really have a getaway ticket like these other supports do. So he's very, very vulnerable compared to these other supports. And he can be killed very easily, and he doesn't have a way to really get out of it. So if you count the part of him like not having a getaway ticket and these other supports being buffed while he's just kind of been forgotten about, along with the other things I'm talking about, like Illari doing more damage and her doing more healing than him and having similar abilities and just doing them better, doing what he does better, it kind of, it seems like playing Zenyatta is just not as fun anymore. At least to me, personally, it's not. And to make the state of Zenyatta even worse, when you think about it, if there's somebody, like, say, like a Roadhog hooks you and everything, there's nothing you can really do about it. Whereas, like, if you're Moira, you can get away pretty easily. If you're not killed instantly by Roadhog and the other heroes around you, you can use Suzu if you're Kiriko or whatever. Anything like that. I mean, he has nothing. If you're, hooked into a hole, I mean, there's definitely nothing you can do about it. And Kiriko can at least like climb up holes and stuff. She has that passive of climbing, and I mean Moira not so much, Baptiste not so much. But you get what I'm saying. He can do nothing about that. And the same with Reinhardt charging on you. Now I'm not saying that the other heroes necessarily have a lot they can do, but Baptiste, I believe his immortality field, if you place it correctly, you can save heroes or save yourself with it. Although saving yourself is not likely since if you're going to be pushed already. But you can save teammates with it. You can Suzu teammates, and I believe that can save them if you time it just correctly. But Zenyatta can't do really anything like that. So, I mean, there's just a whole sort of things. I mean, I could talk about this all day, the sort of things that Zenyatta has, a disadvantage against. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Zenyatta. He's in my top 4 played heroes. He's my top 4, my 4th most played hero. At 29 hours. So, I mean, I love Zenyatta. I really want him to be good, but yeah, I just kind of want to make this video, is Zenyatta useless? In my opinion, I don't think he's 100% useless yet, but if I were to pick, like, oh, I can play Illari here, or I can play Zenyatta, or I can play Baptiste, Zenyatta out of those 3 would probably be the one I'd be like, Zenyatta probably wouldn't work here. That's all I'm saying. Zenyatta, most times, I would not pick him if I had other choices. Like, I'll probably just pick Illari, something like that, or I'll just pick Baptiste. I never really feel like playing Zenyatta anymore. I hate that because back when Overwatch 2 came out, which is when I first started playing, I loved Zenyatta and I played him a ton. He felt, incredible to play, and perhaps it was just because the game was new to me, maybe, perhaps, but still. Point is, he used to be more fun to me than he is now. You know, before Kiriko got more balanced and everything, and before Illari came out, obviously. So what do you guys think? Do you think Zenyatta is useless now, or does he still have some value? Do you think that he's better than Illari? What do you think? Let me know down in the comments below. And like I said, I do still think he has some value, but his value is very much so diminished, especially after Illari has come out, and just him not getting many buffs, or really, I don't really think he even needs buffs. I think it's more workarounds, you know, reworks, really. Although reworking Zen would be a bit difficult, given he's been out all this time and hasn't had rework. So I don't even know how you'd rework him. And maybe not just rework the abilities, but just, and make them different, you know, just maybe rework the way they work. Like, I was watching a video that Flats made, and he was talking about how something that you could do is Zenyatta, you could have his Discord every 3 seconds, like the damage reduction or the damage increase to whatever from Discord Orb. It would be at 25% when it first goes on. Then after 3 seconds, it would be at 20%. After 5 seconds, 15, whatever. And I thought that was a great idea. And I agree with that. That would be a great idea for Zen. You know, just, you know, different ideas for Zen. Anything like that. And my friend was talking about yesterday, even like having 2 Discord Orbs, but like they're not at 20 or 25%. Each one is like at 10 or 15%. But you can have 2 Discord Orbs. That would make him much more valuable, in my opinion. I mean, that would be very nice. And I don't know about 2 Harmony Orbs. That might be a bit too overpowered. But something like that, you know, throwing ideas out there is not a crime, I wouldn't say. So, yeah, just throwing ideas out there. So, yeah, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe. And let me know down in the comments below what you think. Do you think Zenyatta is still useless? Whatever. Any ideas of how they could rework him or change him? Or anything like that. And I'll see everybody in the next video. Bye.